days of preparations are complete. Tonight, a new season has started.
Kevin, the X's and O's become minutes played, and the stats are tracked around the country. Let's see how all the practice in the offseason pays off.
And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Siakam passes to Halliburton. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. Coach highlighted Pascal Siakam as their focus going into this one. And when I asked him to expand, he said, well, the guy is all over the floor. Even when he doesn't have a great night, he finds a way to positively impact his team. Back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. So the Indiana Pacers able to put the first points up on the board. Murray kicks to Jones. Back to Murray. The three. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
And that's the shot he's developed and worked really hard at. Murray's hands lightning fast.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, the Pelicans largely ran it back from last season without the lottery pick, though, that they conveyed to Atlanta. But the Pelicans did bring in a new head coach in Jamal Mosley. They have some talent, but in a loaded West, it's always tough.
A serious challenge. All right, Shams, we thank you very much for that report. So it's the Pacers now, following the miss by DeJounte Murray. Jones with it. Outside for Jordan. Murray for three. Again, the miss by Murray.
So often the outcome of a game is dictated in the first quarter of a game. This is a tough start.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Murray is a terror in transition. Outstanding at knowing how to capitalize in those situations.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Zubac finds Halliburton. Wide open. Crane for 2 points. Halliburton's got 5 now.
He's off to a hot start. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Clean looks early, and he starts putting shots down. Then you have to start to worry.
Jordan wide open. Offline with his three. And so it's Nembhard with it. He brings it up for Indiana. And going against New Orleans, their first game of the NBA's regular season.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
We're seeing two teams that could be building more for the future, trying to instill a winning culture, and we'll see which team takes a step in that direction.
Al Murphy following the three-point attempt by Pascal Siakam.
Boy, that mid-range area. He just didn't look comfortable, let's be honest.
Halliburton a screen on Jordan. The drive by Siakam.
Wow, you see the mobility for a bigger guy. Siakam just glides around the court. What a drive.
Pelicans trail by 4. Whenever Siakam is on the court, TB, it's hard for other players to match his energy. It is limitless.
He's had a former coach say Pascal has the best motor of any player he's ever seen. Very difficult to disagree with that.
Here's Halliburton. He's got 5. And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. GA, like most stars in today's NBA, Zion Williamson is not just a one-trick player.
No, Kevin, the spectacular finishes are just part of the package. He also fights hard for rebounds, and boy, he's really good at facilitating as well.
substitution here for New Orleans. Eve Messi, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Derek Queen comes in for Zion Williamson. Bays checked in for Herbert Jones. And Fears is subbed in for DeJounte Murray. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Zubats. Jarris Walker comes in for Oubre. Neesmith, he's checked in for Halliburton. And McConnell's subbed in for Andrew Nembhard. Now, here's Walker. Here's McConnell. Siakam outside. Toppin sets a screen for Siakam. Buries it from three-point range. Siakam's got 5 now.
This is a guy with size and range. You cannot let Pascal Siakam get those kinds of looks from deep.
In low. Outside, Murphy. Shoots. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Trey Murphy.
I have extraordinary respect for T.J. McConnell because he is an old-school point guard, folks. He wants to set his teammates up. He wants to pick up full court and pressure the ball handler. I am not sure many expected T.J. to carve out this long a career.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for McConnell.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Here's Fears. And slam dunk by Fears.
You see the athleticism on plays like this. Fears really gets up for a guard.
Siakam finds Neesmith. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And that does it for the first quarter. Pacers lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, their defense has been on a mission, completely locked in.
I want to see if they can keep up this kind of intensity. They're going to need it if they want to win this one.
Pacers leading by 5. Murphy on the wing along with Bay. Derek Queen out there with Eve Messi. And it's Fears in at the 1. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. So Greg, last season, the Pacers employed 47 different starting lineups. 47? Wow.
Just goes to show how much injuries ravaged their season. At one point, a franchise record 13 consecutive losses. A campaign they just as soon forget. Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
Yeah, my question here is this. Where's the help? It has got to come quicker.
Now, here's Siakam. He's got 5. That one's not going to go.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time. Just won't go.
Here's Fears. He's covered by McConnell. Back to Fears. 5 to shoot. over McConnell. A fresh 14 for New Orleans. Here's Queen. Good D by Siakam.
Boy, I'd like to see him finish that play with more authority.
Walker the pass to Siakam. Now here's McConnell. Fears defending. Toppin good.
The shooting fundamentals are real plus for Obi Toppin. He has consistent mechanics and a high release point.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Let's give a huge New Orleans welcome to the Pelicans Hype Squad.
New Orleans making the switch here. Williamson's checked in. Halliburton's checked in for the Pacers. Pelicans trail by 6. Lets it go with a 3. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
And a moment now to look at the stats for Pascal Siakam. Coming off a terrific season. Checking in at about 24 points per, 6 rebounds and 4 assists. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Well, to me, there's no doubt. Without him, this system would look a whole lot different. He is what makes it work.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. That's short off the rim.
Boy, that's an example of a player taking what the defense gives you, just doesn't work out in his favor, right? He misses the shot.
Outside, Murphy. And we've heard some coaches complain, Doris, that the game is whistled much more loosely on the inside than it is on the perimeter.
It wasn't that long ago that we felt that the defense was being too physical. And so we wanted more offense, and therefore we gave more latitude to the perimeter offensive players. And it was a different set of rules on the post. What we know about this league is it is in a constant state of evolution. The players to the rules, and sometimes the league changing those when needed.
And so here is New Orleans. After Tyrese Halliburton was able to get the triple. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut to just 5 points in the basket from Williamson.
And such a force moving around the paint. Zion goes where he wants.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And the Hornets going with a whole new group out there. The Pacers also changing it up. Zubac is checked in for Toppin. Kelly Oubre comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for TJ McConnell. Here's Halliburton. 8 points for him. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. Back from the Achilles, Doris, talk about what Tyrese Halliburton brings to this Pacers team.
You know, he is hard to quantify in terms of just purely numbers. He's going to have high assists. He does a great job keeping his turnovers low. But his enthusiasm is infectious. He is the guy that makes the offense go.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
Jordan kicks to Jones. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Oh, we've got a shootout from distance on our hands.
Boy, you can see the level of competition right now. Both squads going at it.
Now, here is Halliburton. Halliburton converts inside.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
Murray surveying the D. Over Oubre. Here's Jordan. Nembhard grabs the board. And so it's Nembhard with it. He brings it up for Indiana. They lead by 7. And that's what he was looking for. Now 2 for 3.
Boy, foul line and down. Andrew Nembhard, such a good scorer.
Jones, the pass to Watford. There's the 3. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Halliburton for 3. It's rebounded by Jordan. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Watford. Here's Murray. Here's Buffkin. And so it's Indiana with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. Coach, what's the message that you're going to deliver to the guys in the locker room?
You know, we just got to maintain energy. We're playing against a team that's a really good team. We got to keep turnovers down. We got to rebound.
Energy is something you can control. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thank you. And, folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
Welcome to the Kia Halftime Report.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
You know, for the Pelicans, I've hung with these guys in the offseason. They're better than people think, but they still got to prove it.
Yeah, high hopes for them and for their fans as well. And changing things up now, Tyrese Halliburton put on an absolute show in that first half of play.
Halliburton's the engine of this offense right now. Excellent facilitator. But tonight, he's been about his scoring, and he's been gassing the D.
You know what he reminds me of?
What's that?
Kenny the Jet Smith.
Ooh, thank you, Ernest.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Tyrese Halliburton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And they rely on his scoring, and with good reason. You saw how effortless he made it look in the first half.
But now they're going to continue to try to build on that strong performance. He should be hunting shots right now.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Siakam and Zubac make up the inside pair. Tyrese Halliburton is out there with Nembhard. And it's Oubre in at the 3. Now here's Murray. Pass to Jones. Good D by Siakam. Indiana leading by 6. Here's Nembhard. Drilled from 11 feet out. Nembhard's got the first bucket of the third here for Indiana.
Nembhard is a guy who is always shot ready. Off the bounce into the pull-up. Yes, sir.
Murray dishes to Jordan. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Nembhard. Well, a place in the league for the bruising 7-footer Doris, and Zubac is one of the best.
Yeah, because of that size and skill, he's a real presence in the painted area on both ends. I think he's got all defensive level abilities, and he can finish at a high level.
And here's Halliburton. After DeJounte Murray was able to get the triple. Launches a three, and that's good. Andrew Nembhard for three. Nembhard's got 10.
Well, you know this about Andrew Nembhard. This guy is a solid shooter, folks.
Outside, Murphy. New Orleans moving it around. Jones looking for an opening. Murphy finds Jordan. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Zubac. The shot by Jordan, no good. Pacers leading by 8. 3 on 3. Here's Halliburton. Halliburton one step ahead on the fast break.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Looking now at some numbers for Zubac. Great showing for him last season. Last season, put up about 14 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
Williamson kicks to Murray. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And it's Williamson missing.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
So the Pelicans, Greg, hiring coach Jamal Mosley this summer, coming over from Orlando.
In his 5 years coaching the Magic, they went from being a 22-win team in year 1 to a consistent playoff team those last 3 seasons. New Orleans would love that kind of turnaround.
Now, Siakam. Following the three-point attempt by DeJounte Murray. Zubac the best in Nembhard. Oh, good on the 3. Pelicans trail by 10. For 3, Murray. Again, the miss by Murray. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Indiana. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Halliburton for 3. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession. Some changes for New Orleans. Derek Queen's checked in for Jordan. Bays subbed in for Herbert Jones. Then for the Pacers, Toppin, he's checked in for Zubac. Aaron Nesmith comes in for Kelly Oubre. And McConnell subbed in for Andrew Nembhard. They could use a bucket, and he can't jam it through. Pacers leading by 10. Pass to McConnell. Now Siakam. He's covered by Murray. Shots good by Siakam. Siakam's got 7 points.
Well, high percentage shots are always at a premium. Pascal Siakam gets a great look there.
Queen, a screen on Siakam. Williamson finds Queen. Indiana's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle last season reaching 1,000 career coaching victories, something accomplished by a select few. He said it's never been about me getting the milestone win. It's about our organization and our franchise. We have great people and terrific players. Kevin, back to you.
They're plenty talented. Appreciate the update, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Murray. Following the miss by Pascal Siakam. And Queen gets it to go.
Nice decision by Murray, choosing to move the ball to the open guy off the pick and roll.
To the paint. Here's Siakam. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Siakam's got the lead up to 12 now for Indiana. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
They call it setting a screen because your feet have to be set. And it looks like his one.
You have to stay stable. Your feet can't be set too wide. A pick play is always a 2-person proposition.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Yves Missi comes in for Williamson. And Jeremiah Fears subbed in for DeJounte Murray. McConnell kicks to Toppin. Siakam passes to McConnell. Here's Toppin. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Indiana enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be right back after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
There's the conductor orchestrating this offense. What a sweet pass.
Couple things that stand out about this guy, the unselfishness and creativity, and he's got both.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Murphy on the wing along with Bay. Eve Messi is out there with Derek Queen. And it's Fears in at the point. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Drops in the tray. And Doris, as a fan, what is your favorite style of basketball to watch?
Boy, Kev, what a tough question, because what I love about basketball is there are a variety of ways that players and teams can win. That's what, to me, keeps the game interesting. Who takes the best advantage of the talent that they have?
Indiana leading by 15. Walker in the corner. Good, and a nice assist from Siakam.
And Walker with the size and strength to straight up move you out of his way.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And Indiana shooting at 50% in a decent group. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Zion Williamson's checked in for Eve Messi. And the Pacers also making a change. Halliburton's checked in. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you.